everybody, this is Michelle from Oregon, and I wanted to do a quick video today. I posted my 2-month post-op video this last week, earlier this week. I had the sleeve surgery on November 16th, 2017, and I'm a little bit over 2 months since that surgery. I've lost about 50 pounds in the last 2 months. And the reason why I felt encouraged to do another video this week, not just because I'm super excited about the success I've had, it's been a very excruciating journey for me. If you have followed my other videos over the last couple years, you've seen me go through a very intensive, very discouraging pre-op stage where I was really struggling to get the surgery after I did lots of research and made the decision to try to have the surgery. My insurance gave me a really hard time because I wasn't fat enough. I used to be a size 10, 12. I'm almost 5'10". I'm 46, going to be 47 years old next week. And I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism about 10 years ago. Now, every time I start to record any video, my asshole cat, Edward, has to come and visit. So if you hear meowing, it's because he's coming to say hi. Anyways, I wanted to do this video based on the success that I've had and having the issue of hypothyroidism. There's a lot of women out there that have started gaining weight in their 30s for no apparent reason. You've always been, pretty healthy and fit and, not overweight or maybe just slightly overweight your whole life. And then all of a sudden you start putting on weight and you start exhibiting all kinds of symptoms for hypothyroidism, and you don't know what the F is going on. You're trying crash diets, you're trying to change every little thing in your diet, you're doing all kinds of things, but you're not seeing results. And then you go to the doctor and you do a blood test and you get diagnosed with hypothyroidism. It's very common. It could be genetic, it could be caused by autoimmune disease. There's a lot of different reasons. Cat is here. Now Cat is there. Stay down, let mommy do her recording for the nice people on YouTube. Thyroidism is very common, and my mother had a hypothyroid issue, which she had the exact opposite problem that I have. She was a very small lady and her thyroid just was working overtime all the time. So she had a very extreme metabolism rate for most of her life. I started gaining weight about 10 years ago in my mid to late 30s and had no explanation until I went and had the blood test and found out that I was indeed had a thyroid issue. For 10 years, I battled my weight. I changed jobs, I changed insurance. So every time I was able to get on track with the thyroid medicine, which there's lots of different options, I suggest if you think you might have a thyroid issue, I'll just get this out of the way. I did a lot of research over, the last several years. One of my go-to websites is www.thyroid.org. So thyroid.org. It's got a lot of information. It's the American Thyroid Association, and they have lots of information that you can download. And it's very, very resourceful and kind of fun to poke around and see all the information. But when I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, I started all kinds of medicine and organic treatment. Maybe I'm low in iodine because that's also a cause. So I started eating a lot of fish and I started doing kelp supplements. I don't know if anything was helping. I think I just got to the point where I was 100 pounds heavier than I had ever been in my entire life, even having children. I have 2 kids that are adults now, and I never gained a significant amount of weight with either one of them. So I was very used to being thin and healthy, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. And there was a reason for that. There's a lot of different side effects or symptoms from having hypothyroidism. And my experience, there's a lot out there. You can do your own research and see if it matches up with anything that you're experiencing. But my symptoms were, I was tired all the time. I would get cold for no reason, even in the middle of the summer. I obviously had weight gain and depression. I struggled with depression a lot during that period of time. Now, it could have been also because I was gaining weight uncontrollably and nothing I could do, nothing I did would help maintain it. I would go on crash diets, like I mentioned before, and I would lose maybe 10 to 15, maybe 20 pounds. And then as soon as I would go back to eating a normal diet from what I had always eaten, then all of a sudden I would gain 30 pounds back or 25 pounds back. And until I got up to 274 pounds this last fall, when I was finally able to get approval from my insurance company. Now I'm talking about all this because I've been meeting and talking to a lot of people who are experiencing thyroid issues. And I met a girl the other night, and she was chunky, and was just eating like, you know, any normal person and drinking beer and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, she's on the same path that I was on. You know, had I known ahead of time that if I had cut out all those things, would it have stopped the weight gain if I limited myself to 1,200 calories a day 10 years ago? I don't know. I didn't take that path. There were times in my life where I did limit myself to that amount of calories, and it would help for a certain amount of time. But ultimately, the sleeve surgery was the solution for me. And one of the scariest things for me was thinking this thyroid issue that I have is going to prevent me from being successful with the sleeve surgery, because I had been so unsuccessful in everything else that I tried. Weight Watchers, the Atkins diet, Omnitrition, you take those hormonal drops. Gosh, I tried going to the gym. I tried any program you can think of, I tried. And I would be successful for a little while, but then I would start stalling in my weight, and I would get frustrated, and I would get depressed, and I would move on to something else, and I would just put the weight plus more pounds right back on. Well, I'm here to tell you that the sleeve surgery, the sleeve gastrectomy has been very successful for me. Now, again, I'm only 2 months out. I'll, make sure to do another video like this a year from now, or 2 years from, or 5 years from now, and tell you if I'm still as successful then as I was today. And I guarantee it's a lifestyle change. It's, if you're researching it and you're looking into it because you're frustrated with your body and your metabolism sucks ass like mine does, I get it. I totally get it. The sleeve has been a solution for me. And I know that this surgery isn't for everybody. It's very, very hard. If you have food addictions, if you struggle with snacking all day, and you've been overweight your entire life, and you've got trauma that you have to deal with, that, you put on weight to protect yourself from people that have hurt you in your life, or emotional things that have happened to you, that's a whole different issue. And those, maybe the sleeve is not the answer for you. Maybe you need to, try other things. But for me, it was a physical reason why I put on the weight. And it brought a whole other gamut of problems. I was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. I have high cholesterol. I have borderline blood sugar, diabetes issues. I can go on and on. Joint pain. My hips are all jacked up because of all the weight that I've been carrying around for the last several years. I've got a lot of issues. I'm going to be 47. I'm no spring chicken here. I'm hoping that my skin bounces back, and I hope that I don't age a tremendous amount because of lack of protein. There's so many different things. that you have to research for yourself and you have to look at for your individual situation. But I'm here to say that if you have a thyroid issue, or you think you might have a thyroid issue, and you've had the similar experience that I've had with putting on weight uncontrollably for no damn reason that you can come up with, and find out that you're diagnosed with hypothyroidism, the sleeve may be your solution. So I live in Portland, Oregon, and I went through my health insurance's Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I was able to get into an amazing program at OHSU in Portland, and they have an amazing staff, and they make you go through 6 months of dietitian appointments and psych evaluations, and they want to make sure that this surgery is the solution for you. So wherever you live in the country or the world, make sure that you get in touch with a network like I have, and figure out if this is the right solution for you. And if you've had the surgery and you're more than 2 months out like I am, and you have a thyroid issue, I would love to hear from you and hear about your success. I'm trying all kinds of different recipes, and I'm really enjoying my new life and my new tool, which is what we call it. Our sleeve is our new tool. And I'm really looking forward to building on the foundation that I've created for myself with all the research and the preparation and the training that takes place before you actually have the surgery. And that's why they make you wait. Insurance makes you wait. Programs make you wait a certain amount of time to make sure that this isn't something that you're going into with your eyes closed, thinking, oh, I'm gonna walk out of surgery losing 40 pounds. No, that's not how it works. You have to put in the effort. I'm putting in a lot of effort with prepping food and shopping and creating recipes and cardio, walking, going to the gym, taking time out of my life, making my husband go hiking with me over the weekends and exploring. And you know, there's so much that I'm changing about my life that are going to be permanent changes. And at my 3-month appointment, we're going to test my thyroid, and we're going to see if it's still in the same range. I wanted to give you a little bit of numbers. In May of this last year was the last time that I had my thyroid changed, and that was because the hospital had required it. And my range was higher than I wanted it to be. It was 3.29, and that's a TSH range for your thyroid. The normal range is like a 0.33 to a 5.0. So I'm kind of in the higher middle of that, but they kind of adjusted my medicine after that, and we'll see what it's like when we test it at the 3-month appointment. I also had a free T4 test done in May, and that was 0.97. The normal range is a 0.89 to a 1.76. So it looked like my free T4 was right in the same range. I'm taking 88 milligrams of Synthyroid. That's the medicine I'm taking for my thyroid, and we'll see if that needs to be adjusted. But at this point, I've lost 50 pounds. I couldn't be happier. I'm going to continue to go, doing what I'm doing, taking all the things that I've learned in the last couple years and really implementing it and putting into practice. And I'm just going to keep going and doing what I'm doing. And I'm very excited about it, and I'm looking forward to the end result, but I'm also enjoying the journey. They always say, you can't be happy in life if you hate where you're at. I'm not saying accept where you're at, but look at where you're at as part of the process. So it's the journey that I'm on, and I'm excited about it, and I'm savoring every day, and I'm grateful for everything I learn and everything I do. So cheers to you if you have thyroid issues, and I would love to hear from you. So thanks so much for watching, liking, and subscribing to my channel. And I hope to talk to you soon. I'll be doing a lot more videos. I've got a lot of content in my head that I'm trying to get out. I'm doing this on my lunch break. I came home to make a quick lunch and get back to work. So this was my 15-minute video. I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Take care.